Tsai administration has been promoting new Southbound Policy since she took office in 2016. Definitely, Myanmar is one of the targeting countries in ASEAN, but compared to our neighboring countries such as Japan and Korea and China, their long-term diplomatic ties with Myanmar allowed them to have more opportunities to facilitate their trade cooperation. On the other hand, there's almost no bilateral trade relation between Taiwan and Myanmar, and some Taiwanese are trying so hard to break through the predicament.
Myanmar gives people the impression of having a Buddhist majority. More than 80% of the country's public belongs to the Theravada branch of Buddhism. Pagodas like this one have 8 facets that point to 8 directions. The 8 Buddha statues guard those who are born on different days of the week. Wednesday's morning and afternoon correspond to 2 different statues. When members of the public pray to the Buddha, they will choose the statue that corresponds to their birthday. The public also honors their faiths by showing respect to the monks. In Myanmar, the monks are not only spiritual leaders, they're also figures of authority who are capable of influencing local politics. The entrance of the stalactite cave is guarded by monks and security personnel. This location does not belong to the government officials. It belongs to a local monk. The entrance fee for all foreigners is $20 per person, and all the income belongs to the monk. This is just one facet of Myanmar. The whole world is enthusiastic about the country. Taiwan is also trying to build strong connections via the new Southbound Policy. However, Myanmar remains a distant and unknown country to most of Taiwan. Outsiders don't understand much of its local rules and customs.
早期的话，当然你中小企业进来的门槛早期是比较低，那现在因为开放以后，现在一般进来都是大型企业比较多。你用外资进来投资还是合资，这个都是有一些要进来需要了解的啦。因为那个税额可能会不一样。
Bilateral trades between Taiwan and Myanmar have largely been non-existent for a long time. Taiwan did not have an official representative in Myanmar until the International Cooperation and Development Fund was set up in 2014. Before that time, Taiwanese companies in Myanmar fell under Thailand's administration.
缅甸作为这个大陆东南亚最西方其实连接整个这个南亚，它是非常重要的。所以从中国大陆的这个“一带一路”的发展，缅甸是非常重要的一个陆路跟海路双向的一个主要的据点。
A type of orange could be the key that unlocked the gate between Taiwan and Myanmar. Some of these mundane-looking oranges come from mainland China, others come from Myanmar. The oranges are undersized and are covered with black spots. They are infected with some of the most tenacious diseases for oranges.
မတို့မြန်မာပြည်မှာဒီလိမ္မော်သီးစိမ်းယောဂဆိုတာရှမ်းပြည်တောင်ပိုင်းမှာလိမ္မော်သီးစိုက်တဲ့ဒေသတွေမှာအဖြစ်များလေးရှိပါတယ်။ဒါကြောင့်မို့လို့အဲ့ဒီယောဂကြတဲ့အတွက်လိမ္မော်သီးစိုက်တဲ့ခြံပိုင်ရှင်တွေကတစ်ချမ်းလုံးနီးပါးဒီလိမ္မော်ပင်တွေမှာယောဂကြပြီးတော့မှဖျက်ဆီးလိုက်ရတာများတယ်
The citrus greening disease is considered the AIDS for oranges. It cannot be cured. It was originated from mainland China and it later spread to the entire Southeast Asian region, then to almost half the continents in the world. Professor Su Hongji from National Taiwan University has studied the disease for more than half a century. He is an internationally renowned expert on citrus greening disease.
基礎研究和風地的資料，我攏全套攏有做所以迄個東南亞的情形，因都要求 早就要求阮甲迄落啊，所以在过去阮就甲东南亚所有的国家，拢一个有去甲因帮忙。缅甸就是最后阮伫东南亚甲这个基础的转移。
The National Taiwan University and the Yezin Agricultural University in Myanmar's capital, Naypyidaw, began a 3-year collaboration plan. The goal is to pass on Taiwan's expertise in treating the citrus greening disease and to provide healthy tangerine seeds for Myanmar.
ဒီယောဂကိုတည်ဆောင်တာကလည်းဒီ insect ပိုးကြောင့်ယောဂကတည်ဆောင်တဲ့ virus ယောဂပေါ့နော်နောက်ပြီးတော့ယောဂကူးစက်တာအများစုကလည်းဒီအပင်ပြိုးပင်တွေကနေကူးစက်တာဖြစ်တယ်ဒါကြောင့်မို့လို့ဒီ Taiwan University က professor ကနေပြီးတော့မှဒီယောဂတန်ကင်းတဲ့ဒီ citrus မျိုးအဖူးလေးတွေကိုဂိုင်းလေးတွေကိုယူလာပြီးတော့မှဆရာမတို့အပင်ယောဂဗေဒဌာနကိုယောဂကင်းစင်တဲ့ဒီလိမ္မော်ပြိုးပင်လေးတွေရအောင်ပံ့ပိုးတဲ့ဒါ project.
Nearly all the tangerine plants in Myanmar are infected when they were seeds and sprouts. Therefore, they are incapable of laying healthy seeds. National Taiwan University has spent many years nurturing a new batch of healthy seeds. This will allow them to supply sprouts to the farmers in the future.
ဒီယောဂဖြစ်စေတဲ့ virus ကိုတည်သွားတာက insect တွေကြောင့်မလို့ဒါကြောင့်မလို့အဲ့ဒီ insect တွေဒီထဲကိုမဝင်နိုင်အောင်လို့ဒီ insect ကာကွယ်တဲ့အခန်းလေးလောက်ရတာပေါ့ဒါကြောင့်နှစ်ထပ်လောက်ထားတယ်ဒီဟိုဘက်မှာတကားတစ်ထပ်ဒီဘက်မှာဒါဒုတိယတကားပေါ့ဒါတောင်မှအခုဒီမှာတော့နည်းနည်းအားနည်းချက်ရှိလို့
Myanmar has plenty of rich soil. However, the country lags behind in agriculture expertise and basic infrastructure. It is in urgent need of foreign aid in those areas. Taiwan has a lot of experience in building diplomatic ties through agricultural assistance. However, it is still behind other countries when it comes to building relations with Myanmar.
透过外交的这个去帮忙，来打开咱外交的一个着力点。这个项目很好，日本已经在水稻上面都给了很多问题，啊，这方面实际上呢，我们不能给，我们现在没有钱，这个没有像样的计划。
我们跟缅甸的关系啊，在过去很长的几十年里面，其实都是处于一个没有突破的状态。缅甸的这个设立管处跟柬埔寨的副管，我觉得这个应该是我们在推动南向政策的时候不能回避的嘛。
Close to 70% of Myanmar's population are the Bamar people. Myanmar still has a large section of the population that is made up with minorities. The Karen people account for the third biggest ethnic demographic in Myanmar. However, over 100,000 of them escaped their home and ended up refugees near the Thailand-Myanmar border. Driving along the Thailand-Myanmar border, and a large number of houses appear at the edge of the barren land. There are 7 refugee camps, and this is a big one.
There are 7 refugee camps. This is a big one.
The refugee camp has existed for around 30 years.
There is water and sand. It's like a protection for the fire. So all houses have to do like this.
Dr. Alvin left the Karen state in 1997 when he was 17 years old. Like most Karen people, he left the house with horror and despair after the Myanmar army occupied their land with military force.
Most of the Karen people, they cannot live there anymore. So because they already occupied so many places, especially our main city, and we cannot stay there, we cannot study. So we leave everything behind and we approach to Thailand, live as a refugees. 10 years ago, I grew up in this building, in this place. So when I was a student here, I think this area, yeah, this area. Actually, before our dome is very poor. It's not like now.
It's different.
But yeah, different. Before we just build like a purely bamboo, very poor. Even though I'm not feeling happy, but I have to be a man of happy, full of enthusiasm to live and to struggle in my life in order to overcome the different circumstances and to overcome the problems, the difficulties in life.
After living in the refugee camp for 10 years, he finally got an opportunity to study in the Philippines. After he completed his studies, he returned to the place he always wanted to escape in order to take care of other young people who sought opportunities to study just like he did.
It is part of my calling to live among my people and to serve my people for the glory of God. He has called me in this purpose to serve my people.
The refugee camp is not a permanent place to stay for most, but it has been here for over 30 years. However, the amount of humanitarian aid they received has been dwindling in recent years.
No, not enough rises for individual, because back to the 10 years, one person, he or she got 50 kilo, half month, but not only 8.
The calling for refugees to return home has never stopped. However, for the Karen people who are living here, returning home feels like a distant dream.
New government, but I don't know about the future. Yes, I want to go to some country, another country. Yes, because I don't want to go back to Myanmar.
He was once a musician. He brought his family away from Karen State, and they had lived here for the last 8 years. Under his tutelage, his daughter has grown a strong interest for music. She left Karen State since she was very young and is turning 14 this year. She has very little sentiment for her homeland.
She preferred to stay here more than live in Burma. But for the long term, she doesn't want to live in this kind of situation. She preferred a better future and better plan for her life, because she has a plan to study the music, college on different places, even in the other country.
As refugees, the Karen people feel a strong sense of dissatisfaction for the Myanmar government.
So Karen are the first group who arrived in Burma. So the Burma we call the green land, green land, full of the nature resources and the rices, everything. But because of the oppression, so when the Burmese came and tried to occupy the places, and they push the Karen people to the mountain side. We really want to go back, but before we go back, we want to secure, our livelihood there. We don't want to become second refugees. One time their life is enough.
During their 60-year-long warfare against the Myanmar military force, the economic development came to a halt in Karen State. The state of living is also relatively primitive. Other than providing elementary and high school education, the Karen National Union also provided training for young people during the holiday seasons in hopes to have them bring their skills back to the villages. Under the administration of the military officials in the past, people from Myanmar's minority groups have escaped to other nations as refugees. After decades of forcing its people out of the nation and become refugees, it is time for Myanmar to bring its people home.